company. But when you're on the road, let's be honest, he said, she said, and videotape does not lie.
Right.
This is your little guardian angel on the car, because whether it's a parked vehicle and somebody dings you or somebody cuts you off in traffic, this is in high definition, the finest quality that money can buy.
That's right.
In any dash cam.
1080p resolution, the best we've had.
This price though, because it has that wider field of view on the view screen, easy setup with that little suction mount. All you do is plug it into what we used to call the cigarette adapter. Right. I don't know what do they call it now?
I think it's called power adapter, AC adapter. Yeah.
There you go. You know what I mean. And the price that blows me away. We did the world launch of this a few days ago. $39.99. It is an $8 flex pay. 682-875. So Joe Harrison, in case you haven't met him, I mean, big brain on Joe, multiple, computer degrees. There's nothing about electronics he doesn't know. But you're also a busy dad, and whether it's the distractions on the road or the distractions in the back seat, this could be a time, an insurance, and a lifesaver.
It absolutely is, especially if you have a new teenage driver in the house, if there's a senior citizen who doesn't get the benefit of the doubt, if there's an accident. I mean, there are a million reasons why you need a dash cam, but the most important one is that there's an accident every 3 seconds in the United States. And you think about when you get into an accident, your pulse is racing, your adrenaline's going through the roof, you're forgetting a lot of details, but your dash cam from Minolta does not. It records every second while you're on the road.
Every second.
As soon as you turn that car, Shannon, it automatically turns on your dash cam, automatically starts recording. As soon as you stop the car, it then automatically turns itself off. If you get into an accident, there's a sensor that's on the inside that detects either that you slammed on your brakes or somebody hit the vehicle. It locks down that video clip for 5 minutes, a 5-minute clip. It keeps it right in here because there's a 16 gig memory card that is built in. So now you have that to show the police. You have it to show your insurance company. And definitely call that insurance company. My insurance company, for the first time 2 years ago, they started giving discounts because I have my dash cam already built in.
You can't screw it up. Let me just show you your colors because I know you're gonna want this. Even if, I hope it's a gift for yourself, certainly somebody that you love and care about on the road. They don't have this. They don't have high definition and they don't have a Minolta. And you know Minolta, they are an imaging, they're a camera company. So HSN exclusive, there's that great kind of sangria or sepia red, our blue, our black, if it's maybe going in a work vehicle and you want it to have more of a executive design, so to speak. Then of course that suction cup mount, and then the memory card that is included. There's that power adapter as well. And Joe, when I said earlier you can't screw this up, listen, our lives are busy and harried enough. If there's something that I have to worry about, I gotta go someplace to get it installed, I gotta remember to turn it on. It is plug, play, and go.
It makes it that simple. All you have to do is find a spot on your windshield that you want to place this. It's got a suction cup mount that Shannon just showed you. You can put this anywhere that you want on that windshield. Now, right here in front of us, we have ours down a little bit behind the rearview mirror. I like to tuck mine even a little bit higher. You can turn it around however you want to see it. Plus, it also swivels 360 degrees. So if you want to have this pointing inside the car, you can see if your teenage driver is now texting while they're driving, who do they pick up? Or you can spin it around. My wife actually has 2 of them. She has one that faces the front, and then we have another one that faces out the back window. Because my wife got rear-ended a few years ago, so now she's a little nervous about that. So we have one for the front and the back. So now you truly have 360-degree coverage for your entire car. Now I want to show you the footage, because I know you're probably thinking, you've seen dash cams here at HSN that have been 100, 150. We've had $200 dash cams. When you see the footage,
whoa!
It's 1080p resolution, Shannon.
Best quality you can get.
Best quality we've ever had. So when you look at it, most dash cams are what they call VGA quality, which is 480 lines of resolution. This is now over 1,000 lines, so more than double the detail. And you need the detail to know, okay, what lane was this car in? Where did this guy come from? Do I need to pause it, get the license plate? Or I can pause it and then print that off and take a snapshot of it right to the police. So it is super clear, but it's also that ultra wide angle. Notice that I'm not just looking here. The entire semi-truck will fit right in front of that field of vision, and that truck is not more than 15 feet in front of me.
Talk about that screen, because normally I'm used to like these little postage stamp screens, and you're right, and we sell those not high definition for a lot of money.
You're right, those are sold, we started selling those for $150. And this is just so easy to be able to capture that footage. Oh, let me show you this one little crazy video again. So watch him, I'm in New York City. Look, see, notice how I've got the red light. So red light means stop, right? Here's the guy drove next to me. Where is this guy going? He's going in between us. Like, it's the craziest thing. And it's one of those things where if this guy hits me, And I say to the police officer, he was driving down the one-way road. And he can say, no, I wasn't. Clearly, he's driving down the one-way, the wrong way down the one-way road.
They're not traffic suggestions. They're called traffic laws. So they tell me.
Yeah, exactly. But your dash cam records every second while you're on the road. You don't have to do a thing. I showed you the install. Attaches to your windshield. You plug it in, and that's it. You are absolutely done. And like Shannon mentioned, on the back of this, so it's going to record with those amazing optics on the front that are 1080p resolution. It is video, but it also has a microphone too, so it records the audio. On the back side, you can, instead of accident, you can show the police officer in real time. You can back up that video clip and say, look, officer, this guy was driving down the wrong side of the road. This is exactly what happened. Yeah. Now, as you're driving down the road, a lot of accidents happen, but also a lot of accidents happen when your car is parked.
Sure.
This even has something called parking guard built into it. Do you ever come back to your car and see a door ding or somebody hits your car, but you don't see a note anymore? This one has a sensor built in that it detects, even if the car is turned off, that somebody hit your car, it wakes up, starts recording.
Wow.
Because Shannon, that video is so clear. Wow. You can see who hit you. You can see the person driving. You can see the vehicle. You can see it all right there.
You can. I'll tell you what, I need to get this for my next trip because there's still an accident that I had with a rental car that I'm still driving, and they didn't believe me. Like a raccoon ran into the middle of the road, and I'm like, it wasn't me. I swear it was a raccoon. No, if I would have had this, the videotape doesn't lie. So this price is a jaw dropper and a head scratcher for sure, because when these are spoken for, price goes back up to $80. These are the final quantities for the season. The videotape does not lie. One ticket, one insurance rate, one dispute with that rental car company. It's small enough, it's like a credit card size. You can move it from vehicle to vehicle. All you do, include all the mounting hardware. Again, you just put that suction cup on the window, and then we get the memory card. You could interchange those.
You can change, the memory card records about 3 hours of drive time. Some people say, well, I don't need a memory card. Well, what it does is it records 3 hours of your drive time, and then once it fills up, it deletes the old stuff and keeps recording the new. Because you're only trying to capture that 3 to 5 minutes. When you get into that accident, it locks down those video clips. Like I'll show you right here. So as I just showed you New York City, I went to New York last summer. Shannon was talking about, take this on the rental car. So Shannon, I'm back in Florida. I'm driving down the road, back to my home roots. All of a sudden there's this 2,000, probably 10,000 pound truck, dump truck, just cuts me off right there. Clearly I'm in the lane, I'm sneaking in right behind this guy, and this guy's coming out of nowhere. Could completely run me over, and it's my story versus his story, but that's where the dash cam really shows. We talked about how automatic this is. We're in the tunnel here, and yes, there's lights under there, but a lot of them are amber lights. It's not as bright as you seem, but when you go back out, it's designed for daylight, and then watch, boop, it's like the lights came on automatically like it's daylight. Automatic daytime, automatic nighttime, looks good under any condition. So back to New York City. I'm driving in my rental car, Shannon. It's crazy the stuff that you see when you're just driving around. Watch this woman jaywalking. She's watching out for me, but doesn't watch out for the guy on the bike. She doesn't even look to the side like, Yeah, if that guy would have hit on the bike, she would have hit on my car, and then it would have been crazy. Red lights. See the red light? Suggestion, this motorcycle right through the red light.
Again, they're not traffic suggestions.
Exactly. And then,
so I've been told.
Here's in middle of the night. This is like 10 o'clock at night. Do you see the guy on one of those rental scooters? He has a child in front of him. He's driving the scooter down the road, down the middle of the road. At nighttime, I mean, how super dangerous is that?
That's insane.
And if you hit him, it's unfortunate things that could happen. However, do you want to take chance to get blamed for something?
No way.
As I'm driving, I got a green light there. Watch this bicycle, comes out of nowhere.
Cow.
A lot of times, you're just driving along the course of your day, things happen.
Yes,
you don't expect to get into an accident.
You don't. Nobody ever says, oh, I'm going to get in an accident today when they get in their car.
Right, and by the time, this presentation's only been going on 10 minutes. Shannon, that is enough for 200 accidents have happened in this country in just the last 10 minutes alone.
I know, in the last 10 minutes, here's the thing. This show, Joe is a late-breaking addition. He was kind enough to come in for me. The highest quality resolution of any dash cam that you can buy in America. It's Minolta, so you already know they're an imaging company. You know them from the cameras that we offer here at HSN. Lowest price you will find anywhere. Our price is going to go up to about $30, $40 more. Widest field of vision, best quality. It comes on automatically. You don't have to worry about any fees or anything to store video because there's a memory card. And then you get it for an 8 $8 flex pay with our extended holiday return policy. You know what? I would not only do this, I'd do a couple of these. You want one for every vehicle, even though you can move it from vehicle to vehicle. You certainly, as a gift, whether it's somebody who drives for a living, you know, I have friends who, you know, they do service work and they drive a work truck. So if they have an accident, that actually can change the points on their license. They might even lose their you know, occupation based on their driving record. And the videotape does not lie. And in terms of that quality, I just want to point this out again. Listen, I watch those cop shows because it makes me feel better about myself. It really does. And when you look at the video from their vehicles, is not as good as this.
Right. Sometimes you're like, is that a female? Is that a man? You know, you have no idea because the video is so grainy. This one, the video is outstanding. And when I told you I went to take it with you, absolutely take it with you when you go somewhere. I went to New York City. We were driving over one of the bridges. The sun was coming through, Shannon. It was gorgeous. Makes me feel like I'm right there again. But notice, like Shannon mentioned, wide view. Not my lane, but the lane to the right, far lane over to the left. And that's the great thing about this dash cam is that it records everything. Whether this guy happens to be cutting me off as I had the green light, or we had the guy who was in the middle of the road at 10 o'clock at night on a rental scooter. That's a dangerous situation. Or even as here's a red light, this guy decides, it's a green light for me, cuts right through there. Because if you get blamed for any one of these accidents when somebody else is messing up, what happens is it's your word versus somebody else's word. If I would have hit this woman that was jaywalking, she could have said, he ran me over. But it would have been my proof now to have that I've got that dash cam to say, it wasn't my fault. Or watch this dump truck, probably 10,000 pounds, almost running me off the side of the road. It's one of those things where you just don't expect somebody else to be a bad driver, but you want to be prepared.
I say again, nobody ever gets in their vehicle and says, oh, I think I'll get in an accident today. That would be awesome. So the whole idea is, this is your protection, this is your peace of mind. This is my darling friend Carmel. See, you never know what you're gonna see. We dash cammed you, Carmel. We did. She's like, you did? See? The videotape doesn't lie. We just dash cam Carmel. Come here. Look at how cute she looks. So here's Oliver. We're twinning. We are twinning. Okay, I'll be with you and just say thank you. Okay, but see, that's just it. It's live television, but it's the lowest price in America, and we have it here. We have it now. It's so funny because even my producer said the crazier the video, the more it convinces us. You never know what this is going to see. You never know what this is going to find. But boy, oh boy, Joe, you want this at the ready, especially at this price.
And because it does everything automatically for you, all you have to do is drive your car. You get out of the car in the morning, you turn that car on, it automatically detects that, automatically starts recording. If you get into an accident, it locks down that video clip. I'll show you that in a second what happens. You get out of the car and turn the car off, it detects that and it stops recording. Now it has 3 hours of drive time, a recording time, so what that means is once it fills up, it then deletes the old stuff, keeps recording the new. Now if you do get into an accident, like every situation I showed you today, I would slam on my brakes and it would end up showing you a little video clip. I'll show you, this is what the video clips look like. Very simple, very easy, and if you're like, oh yeah, that's that one time where that guy ran that red light, you're like, oh, you click on it, and it instantly takes you right there. Because I slammed on my brakes to be able to stop, and there's the red light. He ran right through that red light. So if you need to show the clips, you don't need any special software, no PC, no Mac. It works on them all, Shannon.
So every computer, our HP is coming out, but one thing I want to show, you own that video. So it's not like, okay, I got to pay a fee. Like even on my doggone phone, on that cloud, I swear they are, they're dinging me all the time.
The cloud,
like,
monthly service.
The cloud, it's like, I need more time on the cloud. I mean, really? I need more time on the cloud. Do you know, on the cloud, I think they're charging me like $8.
I know.
I mean, you own the video, and no kidding, the time, the peace of mind, the hassle this will save you. If it only captures one incident, you know what, start your own YouTube channel.
You could.
Do your own cash cab karaoke. I mean, why not? You never know what you're going to see in the back seat, moms and dads. And you never know what you're going to see before you're handing over those keys to your kids. Minolta, high definition, best video quality, lowest price in America, only as long as supplies last with an unconditional money-back guarantee until the end of the year. Boy, oh boy, don't have that coulda, shoulda, woulda moment, right, Joe, where you go, why didn't I have that dash cam when that happened, right?
This airing alone had over 300 accidents. Because 300 accidents every 3 seconds need to get a dash cam.
Well, and I'm here, so I can't. You can't
it wasn't you.
It wasn't me for the first time in history.
This time.
Exactly. Joe, thanks for coming in. All right, good to see you. All right, don't hang up on your Minolta 6.